Hey
Hey
guys,
guys.
welcome to Sister Pods. Yes, welcome to Sister Pods. My
Lord,
goodness,
Lord.
girl, you are awfully close. Sheesh. Yes, well, welcome to Sister Pods, guys. We are checking in with you all. First and foremost, I just noticed that we have been on YouTube for a year. March 13th made us
Oh,
1 year.
yay, 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 yay.
So that's yeah. This is our podcast, uh, sister to sister, and
Sister to sister.
yeah, yes, we are sisters, and this is a platform where we talk about all things life, including who?
G-O-D.
Yes,
D.
including including God. And initially we were on Instagram
Mm-hmm.
for about a year, and then we came over to here to YouTube. And YouTube is a little quiet. The gram was
It's popping.
yep. The gram was popping. YouTube is a little bit quiet. But
That's
you know
okay.
what? You still have to keep the word in motion. Keep the
Mm-hmm.
word in motion. And that's what you always encourage me to do. And yeah, 1 year, March 13th.
Consistency.
Yes, 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 yes,
Mercy.
yes. So, anyways, let's talk about it.
What are we talking about?
Well, first and foremost, how do you feel about being on for a year?
I thought you were going to say, how's it feel? How do you feel being on tonight?
No, I mean being
A
on.
year? It feels longer than that. Well, like you said, we came from Instagram, so
Mhm,
um, it's just about sharing. It's just about it's a conversation.
mhm.
It's a conversation, and we invite you to journey with us as we learn and grow together. But it's good to be consistent. It's a good characteristic to have.
Yes, yes. And it's been awkward, right? Because obviously it's not like we were like, oh, let's go show our face on YouTube and talk and talk and talk. No. It literally was something that I really felt I'm so excited to be sharing this time with my sister because y'all know how it is when y'all have sisters, and brothers. It's not always sugar and cream.
Look.
You know what I'm saying? It is not always sugar and cream. Half the time, you guys out there know who have siblings. Half the time, it's like you wanna, right? Then you remember that you remember how Jesus went to the cross for you, and you remembered how you love your freedom, and you remembered how you like to live a free life, and you want to be able to
Yeah.
walk around in the
Yeah.
community.
Whoa.
So
Chill. It's never been that serious for me. Whoa.
no, I mean I'm talking about other siblings.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe.
you know,
Mercy.
you know.
Mercy.
There's some sibling. There could be some sibling rivalry out there. It's a loving rivalry. Some days you guys have a good relationship, and then other days you feel like, oh.
Look, that is hilarious. I was literally just reading today about look, I gotta take it there. Literally reading about how Jacob finally returned to Esau. So sometimes the Lord will have to break the yoke off your neck when you're ready.
Yes,
When you're ready, because Esau was not ready to let it go and Jacob was being deceptive. But when the time is right, the yoke will be broken and there'll be freedom. So to all them siblings out there that's look that are, you're in the thick of it. Look, I'm right there with you. No.
One thing I love about my sister too is she is all about God's word. Have you guys ever had a conversation with someone and then just before the conversation ends, they're like in Psalm 3 verse 5, and you're like, Lord. you
Wow.
know, and you know what? I have gotten to a place where it's become so natural for me to talk about God, and it's like talking about him feels natural now. Not talking about him feels unnatural. I'm like, something's missing. I feel God should always be in the conversation. He's the one who gave us
Right.
life. We're here because of God.
Mm-hmm.
So, just now she was talking about Jacob and Esau,
Mm-hmm.
the brothers in Genesis who, Jacob stole his brother's birthright. Who would you be? I'd be, I would be Esau. up in that kitchen.
No,
Yeah.
Esau was a hunter. He liked the game. Look, Jacob was in the kitchen.
Oh yeah. By the way, Jacob is the one who made. Okay,
Actually, look, wait.
I'll be Jacob then.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. But look, I want the favor.
Yeah. So I mean, it's funny to think about it, but it wasn't funny at that time because you were talking about the return and how afraid Jacob was to
Mm-hmm.
go and meet with Esau after he had betrayed him.
Yeah.
And that is how betrayal is. You can be apart for so long, but when you want to come and reconcile, it's a process, right? And one day you're going to have to face reconciliation. And some
Mm-hmm.
people some people pass away without reconciling, but
Yeah.
I think most people do reconcile. It could be like 20 years later, 30 years later. you know um, there comes a point where you have to mm, get things right with your sibling, and don't let that be 30 years, because um, life is short. You don't want to wait. If you guys have a problem, you can fix it. Nothing is unfixable.
Yeah.
Nothing is unfixable. So if you have a sibling out there tonight and you guys have had a little drama, maybe you guys haven't talked, because that's kind of common in America, right? It's common for people to go 20 years without talking to a sibling.
Mm.
Really? And you talk to your friends at work,
Shame.
you travel the world with your coworkers, and then you don't talk to your sibling, your flesh and blood. Now, I'm not saying that just because someone's your flesh and blood,
Yeah.
that you know you're gonna have this smooth relationship. That's not
Right.
what I'm alluding to. Anyways, I got off topic. So yes, we are sister to sister, and we are checking in with you all. It has
Yes.
been a year
Right.
since we've been on YouTube, and this is exciting. And yeah, right now we're sharing the girl awfully close. No, absolutely not. Okay, guys, let's talk about this. I want us to talk about singleness. Singleness, and uh for any person who's out there and who is single, whether you're single by default, like maybe you were married and you got a divorce, things didn't
Mm.
work out, you're single. Whether you're single because you can't seem to find a good partner who you feel is worthy of your heart and your love, whether you're single, because what other reason would you? Oh, you're widowed,
Yep.
you lost, a spouse, um, or whether you're single because you're picky.
Yeah. Or you just don't want to be out there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
You're happy.
exactly. So there are many reasons.
She's pulling me in after telling you that it was too close.
there, are
Gosh,
there are
I'm
many there
here.
are many reasons why people will be single, but let's talk about how being single is not popular in our society. Like, it's not.
It's true.
What
It's like a disease.
it's
And it's not. It's true. It's like maybe single was the old 19. Like, ooh, you sing. How long you been single for? Like, oh my goodness. Yeah, it's very sad. It's like a lot of singles in the church be suffering. And of all ages, young and seniors, because the seniors get single too when their loved ones pass. But I will say though, the seniors, they're dating out there. I
yes.
digress.
Yes, now listen. This is the important thing I wanted to talk about singleness. I was watching this video. If you guys do have not watched this, the late great Miles Monroe, his material is all over YouTube. Wonderful material. I watched this life-changing video about being single a few days ago, or yeah, a couple days ago. Guys, listen, let me share a little bit of that knowledge that that I collected from that video. First and foremost, being single is an advantage. You are at an advantage, and I'm not talking. I'm not talking about when you're single. When you're single, you're at an advantage,
Mm-hmm.
right? Because you can do so many things with your life that a lot of people can't. Let's just say, instead of you looking at being single as maybe being that something's wrong with you, or maybe you can't find the right person, why don't you spend that time cultivating yourself,
Yourself.
growing yourself,
Mm-hmm.
developing yourself,
Mm-hmm.
reaching your dreams and goals? Because let's face it, for those of us who have been, in relationships, and I would say long-term relationships at one point or another, we know that when once you get into a relationship, it can kind of, I don't want to say it can be a distraction, but it can
It can be.
be a detour to some of the things that you would have done, while you're single,
Yeah.
right? So use this time to refine yourself.
Yeah.
Use this time to advance yourself. Use this time to do things that you have never done.
Yeah.
Use this time to fill your cup.
Because
Fill
your
your
under
cup.
your attention is all yours.
Mm-hmm.
It's not divided between the husband, the children, the dog, and even if you have a dog, it
The
just might be
dog.
the dog, yeah, or the cat, meow. But yeah, your time is your time, and you
Mm-hmm.
don't have to check in with anyone. Of course, you check in with the Lord, but
Mm-hmm.
you don't have to be like, you don't have to be like, is it okay if can I? And not to say that people are like, can I have permission? But of course, you want to check in with your loved one to see, do we have plans or something on the calendar? So
Yes, yes. And listen, first and foremost, thank you for whoever is joining us now. I am reading the comments over here. Mm-hmm.
I'm getting used to it.
Mm-hmm. The girl on the left. Mm-hmm. Okay, okay. She's a
Mhm.
well,
I'm here,
she's here.
sister to sister.
So, anyways, okay, guys, let's get serious.
Mhm.
So there's so many things that you can do while you're single to preoccupy yourself
Yeah.
instead of focusing on other people and what they have and their happiness. Build your own happiness, right? Fill your own cup. Do all the things that you want to do that you know are important to you.
Yeah.
This is a time to be selfish. A lot of times people say, oh, you shouldn't be selfish. And when I say selfish, I'm not saying don't think about anyone else, but
Mhm.
I'm saying prioritize yourself.
Yeah.
You're important. Your time is important. Use this time to build yourself.
Yeah.
And if you've gone through the fire and you've gone through a relationship that maybe, left you fragmented, left you broken, this is a time for you to really go back to the drawing board, go back to your foundation and rebuild yourself. This is a time for you to look at yourself and say, hey, I may never be in this position again. I may
Right.
never get this time to myself. Listen, if you are single, roll around in that bed like no tomorrow. Roll around over those pillows because ain't nobody gonna be rolling around with you.
Rotate the mattress. Because laying on that one side, rotate the mattress.
Yes, yes. So think of all the things that you can do. No, I mean that sounds funny. Listen, when you're single, sometimes you let me get real with y'all. Sometimes you can even not even shower for 1 or 2 days.
Hey,
Sometimes if you don't shower for a day or two, listen, no crime. Ain't no crime. But when you
hmm,
with someone, when you're married, now you got to keep clean. You got to shower every day.
please.
So yeah, there are a lot of advantages to being single, and a lot of times we don't look on the brighter side and say, okay, you know what?
Mhm.
What can I do to, like I said, develop myself, refine myself?
Yeah.
What can I do to advance myself so that when I get into a relationship, I am valuable.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You want to go into a relationship full so that when you walk out of it,
Mm.
if it doesn't, hopefully it works. And if it doesn't work, when you walk out of it, you walk out with what you came in with,
That's a
which
good
is your
point.
wholeness.
That's a good point to
Hmm.
make. Walking into a relationship with your cup full, but it's about your perspective while you're single. Because if your cup is half empty, you're always going to see it that way. And getting into a relationship is not going to fill your cup. That's going to be a temporary fix. Because even that relationship is going to empty because you were empty to begin with.
Exactly.
So you have to sow into yourself and enjoy the moment. And if you're not enjoying the moment now, start to enjoy the moment because you will never have this moment again. You'll never be here, what is it, April 2, 2026, again,
Exactly,
period.
exactly. So yeah, so let's talk, you and I, real quick about the things that a single person can do to, to better themselves while they're waiting for that opportune time, and while they're waiting for that well-deserving person. In fact, you're not even waiting; you're just living, right? You're
Mm-hmm.
living your life, and when God, you know, brings along the right people, by the time you have worked on yourself, you work on yourself to a point where you're going to know if this is what you want and if this is not what you want. And you'll be able
Right.
to just kind of weed it out really quick without wasting time. Uh, that's because you would have known yourself. Get to know yourself. That's very important.
Mm-hmm.
Get to know yourself and build yourself so that you can know what you want, what you don't want without having too much input.
What does that
So
mean, though? What does get to know yourself mean?
knowing yourself means spend time with yourself, spend time alone. A lot of times you think about being single, and a lot of people are afraid to be alone. Drive in the car by yourself. Stay at home alone, do things, go to the store by yourself. It's okay. It's not a crime to enjoy your own time, because when you do that, you give yourself time to really think about the things that are important to you
Yeah.
without being distracted by anyone else's opinion or anyone else's say so. So yeah, just learning to enjoy your own time. So what else can a single person do while they are living?
You can meet up with other singles, and not to get with somebody, but just to make friends. Because adulting is hard, and having friendships as an adult is not easy. It's not easy.
Mhm.
So really, just trying new things. Whether you're gonna go to, I don't know, a winery, or because at a winery you don't have to drink the wine. There's apples. There's apple butter. There's the trees. There's the scenery. There's the cheese. So it's not just wine. There's a lot of people out there just getting out there really to get to know folks. You could go. I'm not one for the solo vacationing thing. I'm iffy about that, but to those who do it, good for you. I do know somebody that does that, and they love that. They go on a cruise every year for
Mhm.
their birthday, and they absolutely love it. She loves it. And if that's your kind of thing, great. That's another thing you could do. Read,
Yes, I was just about to say that. I was just about to say that.
read, read, read.
Yeah.
Because you're going to strengthen that brain muscle, and you'll be sharp, and you'll be able to pivot in all kinds of conversations. And I think there's nothing more attractive than a person with an active brain that can pivot from conversation to conversation. Because who wants to get stuck?
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, and that's so true. Because a lot of times, I like that aspect of reading. I think reading is very important, and a lot of times when you're talking to someone who is not well versed in reading, and reading is not necessarily, it's a form of getting educated.
Mm-hmm.
So we're not talking about formal education like university or whatever. We're talking about basic education that you can get. Anyone has access to. Reading an article, reading a newspaper, watching the news, right? Not being well versed so that when you're conversating with people, you can talk about many different things.
Yeah.
So yeah, I like that. I like reading, and the idea of uh, yeah.
Cooking, cooking, cooking. There's cooking classes, baking classes, sewing classes, painting classes, classes
Hmm.
that have no academic credit associated with them. So I mean, if you suck at the making the macaroni and cheese, you'll be all right, and there's a chef in there with you. But even that's so interactive. You'll be in a class with other people, whether they're single or not, and just to get out there and learn your strengths, because even in that moment you'll learn how to pivot.
Hmm.
And pivot is priceless in every relationship, even the business world.
Hmm.
But I would say classes, and trying something new: jump roping, rollerblading, skating,
Hmm.
um, yeah, tubing, water tubing. I don't know about that snorkeling though. I don't know about
Listen, snorkeling.
snorkeling.
The last time I checked the color of your skin, honey, the only snorkeling you're going to be doing is in the shower. Okay?
If I
I
did go
don't
to
want to
Hawaii,
hear about you snorkeling
if
anywhere else.
if I did go to Hawaii though, I would do snorkeling, but as in like my ankles would be on the shore. I just face down in the sand. I'm not going deep
Listen, black
diving.
people out there, and we're not trying to make things about race, but black people, take it easy. Go into these new, adventures really slowly. Don't go swimming if you don't know how to swim. And if you do,
Hey.
stay. No, listen. If you don't know how to swim, take classes. That's fun.
Hmm.
They're adult swimming classes. But don't go to a lake or to a beach if you don't know how to swim. That can quickly turn into something dangerous
Yeah, that's
just
true.
on the account of trying to impress someone.
That's true.
Don't do that. Don't go snorkeling if you can't swim. You hear me? Black people.
I said my feet would be on the shore.
My people, don't do it. To impress who? No. But yeah, adult swimming classes. You can pick up a new sport if you're not active.
Ooh.
You can play volleyball. You can ease your way into sports because sports is not for everybody. But you can play volleyball. You can, buy a tennis racket from Walmart, tennis ball, and go to your little area where there's a, local park and go with some friends and play a little tennis. You don't have to be, you can pretend to be Serena. Serena got game. Listen,
Venus.
okay, Venus. Okay,
Why not?
okay, no, I'm good
I
with
mean,
Venus
she
too.
only became the best because she was competing with the best.
I'm good with Venus too. But listen, I'm
Mhm.
saying you don't have to be a professional to put on a cute. If you want to make it fun, put on a cute little tennis outfit and go out there with your friends or whoever, and just you know, you
You know.
know.
Wow.
Yeah, so or you can try golfing, you can try cricket. There's so many things that you could get
True.
into to make your summer fun. Summer's coming up, singles, don't mope around because you're like, oh, no one has chosen me. No, sometimes you want to do the choosing,
Mm-hmm.
right? You want to do the choosing. And
Mm-hmm.
in order for you to do the choosing, you have to give yourself that advantage. Refine yourself. Use this time to refine yourself. Enjoy these moments alone. And, what else can you do? Real quick, while we're going to be wrapping this up, but what else can you do?
Like she said, choose yourself. You're out there waiting to be chose. Waiting, waiting. Choose yourself. Because, like I said, there's nothing more attractive than a
Hi,
brain.
Lakyle. Oh Lord,
Oh,
Lakyle. Hi, Lakyle.
7468. Hello. But yeah, I think it's choose yourself.
Mhm.
Choose yourself. Choose yourself every day, and you won't be waiting for somebody to choose you. They'll be excited to accept who you are, like fabulous.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes,
But there's
yes.
just start by doing one thing. Get outside, take a walk, go to the park, go to the gym. And if the gym is too intimidating, go to the parking lot of the gym. And then the next time go into the gym and walk out.
I like the gym thing as well. Sometimes people, like you said, it can be intimidating,
Oh yeah.
especially if your body is not where you want it to be. Because sometimes you go to the gym and you see bodies, and you're like, Lord, how, let me work out at home for a little bit first before I go into the gym. Don't worry about that because people are in the gym trying to get their bodies right. They're not focusing on your abs or your flabs. No, they're not. So,
Some of them. Some of them. Some of them. Just know the peak times to go to the gym, your personal gym. If you're really not insecure but not sure about yourself, your body, go after the morning because the people who are going to work corporate, they're in there at 5 a.m., 4 a.m. So you want to go around 9.
mm-hmm,
Okay. On a
mm-hmm.
Sunday though, go first thing in the morning because everybody's gonna be in on a Sunday morning. But learn the peaks of your gym, and then there'll be nobody watching you sweating, watching all that fat jiggle. And there's nothing wrong with it, girl.
Why does it have to be girl? It could be boy.
Look, there's
Listen,
nothing wrong, girl or boy, with that fat jiggling because you're in there to get in shape. So I
yes,
support it.
yes. So be open to doing things with yourself, and that's how you make new friends. This summer, challenge yourself to get out there for you, not to impress anyone, not because you're trying to attract anyone, not because you're looking for anyone. Get out there for you. And finally, Let's talk about your soul. While you are on your own, feed your soul. Like she said, read books, and also read the Bible. Listen, here we're all about the Bible. We're all about the Lord over here. If you don't know the Lord, or if I can't say if you've never, I think we've, anyways, if you read your Bible, and really do some soul searching to learn yourself and to grow yourself spiritually, emotionally, physically. And you don't have to do everything at once. You can kind of work on one area at a time as you
Mhm.
grow, as you refine, as you rebuild yourself. Again, like I said, if you've come out of a relationship and you want to go back again, before you go back, take stock of what happened, audit your life, and make sure that you're not running into the same issues again. Of course, there's no way to be certain that things won't happen, because this is life. Things happen in life. But give yourself a chance.
Yeah,
Give yourself a chance to grow yourself and to do all these wonderful things while you are single.
absolutely. And from an objective standpoint, all the self-help books,
Mm-hmm.
most of them stem from the Bible.
Mm-hmm.
They
Mm-hmm.
really do. I have even like, what is it? How to Win Friends and Influence People. A lot of that is about service.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, read, read, and hopefully one of those books is going to be the Bible, because it actually is a pretty great book.
Yes, yes. So don't be discouraged. Don't cry because he didn't call you, or because he hasn't texted you, or don't cry because he chose someone else, or she chose someone else because you
Oh,
don't have enough money, or because you can't take care of her financially. Get your butt on one and build yourself financially. And when you go back out there,
mm,
double that money and say, "Baby, remember me."
don't even go back to him.
I'm just kidding.
Nope.
Yeah, yeah. Don't go back to someone who didn't
Mm-mm.
want you the first time.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So listen,
Mm-mm.
yeah, just use this time to as an advantage. You are at an advantage. There's nothing wrong with you. The right person's gonna come along when they come along. But until then, enjoy your singleness. Fill your cup. Until then, take care of yourself, refine yourself, take a
Mhm.
trip, go to the gym, pick up a new sport, just do something that you've never done and
And
learn
journal.
yourself. Yes. Oh, journal.
Journal.
Okay, there we go.
There's power when you write down the words of how you feel, when you actually write it down. Not text it, but journal, because that's going to help you express you
Mhm.
rather than just sharing it with someone else, because you're going to act, that'll help you recall the changes and the progression.
Mm.
That'll be a part of your systems, right? Because for us to really be successful, it's not about our goals. I'm learning that it's about your system. So
Mhm.
set yourself up with a system that you can track and recall.
Oh yes. Oh yes. Everything that she said.
Good
Everything. She's so
night.
smart. Yeah. But
Look,
anyways.
I'm like, good night.
But anyways, guys, so let's look forward to this summer of singleness and wholeness. I want to see you out there, changing your mindset and getting ready to enjoy your single summer and to grow, refine, and rebuild yourself. You guys, thank you so much for coming on live with us. Everyone that commented, the good comments, the not so good ones, thank you. And we'll see you all again. This is Sister to Sister Pods. We are out.
Au revoir.
Yeah, you kind of have to hit the
Oh,
X up
okay.
there.
Look,
Yeah.
we're still look. We're new here. We're new here.
Hit
Good
that X.
night. In 3, 2, 1. Yep. False. Yep.